Alrighty, we are live. What is good, everybody? No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do that, but we got two people in here already. Let's go. Dang gang, that's good. Y'all was on time today. Um, I think I'm like a minute late. That's good. I'm not 10 minutes late. But I need to turn the brightness up because we are so dark. Oh my god, you can barely see me. Hold on. Yeah, I can barely see myself. Let me turn my brightness up. If I can, if the brightness thing can pop up. It's gonna pop up. I don't know. Can you guys see me? Because I can't see myself, and I love to see myself. I don't know. Hold on. I cannot see myself. I can't see my. Hold on. This lighting is terrible. Give me a second. What's up, Zextus? How you doing? I can't see myself. Hold on. Let me look at this on another channel. Let me see. Let me pull up the stream because I can't see myself. This is. I don't. I love to see. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, my little head on. You know what? I'm gonna wear my little Las Vegas. Look. The hat said Vegas, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear my little Las Vegas hat. Um, you're not supposed to. I know that. I know. I'm gonna wear my little Las Vegas hat every video until Mania. You know, to get that promotion. Now, yeah, Mania Las Vegas coming in 5 weeks time. I don't know when it's coming out, but it'll be out soon. It'll be out soon. Hopefully next month. Hopefully next month. So until we get WrestleMania Las Vegas in the books, I'm wearing my Vegas hat in every video. So if you guys wondering why I have a hat on, and even though my hair looks great, it's just for because WrestleMania is coming up. So yeah, I'm about to change. I'm obviously if you look at the banner, my channel banner, every time you come click on this amazing channel, you see that that amazing big old banner for WrestleMania Las Vegas on it. So of course Vegas is coming up. You know, I think my voice is getting deeper. I don't know. It seems like it, but I don't know. It could be not. I don't know. I don't know if there's a big difference, but hey, it happens. Um, you know, I don't sound like yes, coach. Oh God, I can't do the. Oh no, I can't do the. No, it won't work. It won't work. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I've been waiting on this for years, man. I've been waiting on it for years, and it's finally happening. I can't even hit the ooh yes here we go, cause I don't sound like that anymore. Anyways, welcome everybody to another video of mine. Thank y'all so much for popping back in. Today we're going to be talking about NXT Takeover in Your House and Backlash, and the greatest wrestling match ever. And we'll talk about Raw in this little stream because I didn't review In Your House last weekend. I did get a Backlash review out Sunday because I just didn't feel like it. I was pretty Sunday. That Saturday I hanged out and I was pretty drained Sunday. I did nothing Sunday. I just rested my nerves. I sat in my bed Sunday. I sat in my bed. I watched the last ride, and I booked SmackDown, and that was it. I was that was it. I was tired. I didn't do anything Sunday. So and I watched Backlash, and then I fell asleep. I was tired. So I said I was gonna do this Monday. Never got a chance to do it yesterday. Um, but oh god, how cold! Ooh, what the heck? But I am going to be doing this for today and this evening for your Tuesday evening. We're gonna be talking about Backlash and Takeover in Your House. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like this video, subscribe down below. Thank you all to our new subscribers that we've gotten over the last few days. Appreciate you guys. New faces coming in. Um, you know, so yeah, I appreciate y'all, and let's get this thing going. Um, oh wait, okay. But yeah, that is just basically everything I needed to tell you all. So let's get right into this video. I was reading an email that I've gotten. I'm a busy man, ladies and gentlemen, so people email me every single day. I also get, text messages and phone calls throughout the day, you know, um, my you know, picky and talking about some. Oh, Coltrane, get get a phone call every every 10 minutes. It feels like that, it really do. It feels like I get a phone call every 10 minutes, text message every 10 minutes. Hey, it happens. You know, it happens. But yeah, so much trains. Yes, so much trains. Yes, it is. It is a lot of trains. But yeah, let's get into this review. Let's talk about Takeover in Your House first. Probably not going to go over the entire card because you guys know the results already. Um, but um, I'm gonna talk about what my thoughts on the show. Then we'll talk about Backlash, specifically the greatest wrestling match ever. And then we'll talk about Raw. But I don't want to hold y'all too long. Might be an hour or so because I got things to do. Preferably washing this great hair. But um, Takeover in Your House, you know, I gotta admit, after sitting down watching it 2 times, because I always go back and rewatch it for reviews. Um, I have to say this takeover, it really didn't feel like a takeover. Maybe it's because of the no crowd factor, but and the crowd the crowd that was there was cringe, and was not a takeover crowd. This really didn't feel like a takeover at all. Um, the card didn't feel like a takeover. I did like. It seems like this was just a pit stop, that they were just having just to have something to go down, um, to maybe build into something much better in the near future. But this was not like a takeover. Maybe because of the nine crowd factor, and maybe because of the thing that we're in. I can't say it on YouTube because you get demonetized for it. But because of the crisis, better word to say it, that we're in right now. The crowd's not there, and we have these cringeworthy fans in the crowd that are making chants that make no sense and are out of sync with each other, and just feel like they're there just to be there and standing on their feet for 15 hours a day, or maybe six to 7 hours a day doing tapings, and they just feel exhausted and tired. So yeah, that happened. But I mean, overall, it was a good show. I enjoyed it, but it just wasn't. It didn't feel like those takeovers of the past. I'm gonna say the last takeover, you know, that we had last year, SummerSlam weekend was better than this show. It was. Um, this show was better than most takeovers, but not those great takeovers that you remember. Specifically Takeover New Orleans, which was fantastic. Not just because I didn't go. Unfortunately, I was so mad. I couldn't go to Takeover New Orleans, and it was right there, and I couldn't go. My dad had to work. Unfortunately, I couldn't go, but I wanted to go. But Not being biased because it was in my state, but Takeover New Orleans was a good show. You can go back and look at Takeover New Orleans and say, look at that card, look at the performance, and compare that to In Your House. In Your House does not marvel to that show. Nothing against NXT. It's just that this just didn't feel like those great takeovers, but it was a good show, a really really good show. I can't say the same about Backlash. We'll talk about Backlash in just a second, but you know, there were some bright moments in Backlash, but it didn't overall. It wasn't that good. We'll talk about Backlash in just a second, but everybody won that I expected to win. Yim, Shogs, Blackheart, Tegan Knox defeated LeRae, Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. I can never say her name. Balor defeated Damian Priest. I expected that. Keith Lee beat Johnny Gargano. I expected that. Cole retained. I expected that. Um, it seems that we're going to be getting probably Adam Cole versus Karrion Kross, which I am excited about. Even though I think Karrion Kross is being pushed way too fast. But hey, he's Karrion Kross. The guy has the best entrance in WWE besides The Fiend. On a good day. His entrance makes everything. You know, you got somebody that can be Undertaker like. If you want them to, just off the freaking entrance. And the guy is insane inside the ring. He is really good inside the ring. Um, but I think he's getting pushed really too fast. I want Cole versus Cross with a crowd. Not that crowd that we got now. I want Cole versus Cross in a full-fledged NXT like crowd. I don't want it right now. You know, he's getting pushed real quick. I mean, the guy could at least feud it with somebody else, or two or three more people. Let it have. I would have loved to have a story where, Karrion Kross makes Finn Balor bring back the Demon King. That would have been fun to see. You know, Karrion Kross and Keith Lee would have been fun too. How about he go after Gargano next? I mean, the possibilities were endless for you to do what you can do, what you got to do with Karrion Kross. Because if you give him Adam Cole, you know good and well Cole's not winning. Cole's going to lose. He's not beating Karrion Kross. No way you're going to pin Karrion Kross. Adam Cole will pin him. No way. So if you give him Cole now, he's going to win the belt. Who's he going to fight? That's a legit question that we have to answer. Who is his challenges are going to be for the NXT Championship? You guys got anybody? I don't have anybody that's ready for him right now. If he wins the NXT Championship, there's nobody on this roster, on the NXT roster right now, that can be believable to beat him. So you need to build up some more stars. You need to build up some more people before you give this guy a championship. Don't listen to these WWE, these NXT fanboys of him they're saying give him the NXT championship. No, you build him up, stop pushing him way too quickly, and then you give him the belt. Sometime in 2021, he don't need the belt for the rest of this year. He don't. 2021 could be Karrion Kross's year. I believe that. With a pure fact that 2021 will be his year. But he don't need anything right now in 2020. Keep building him up. Keep making him look like a monster that he is. And then when the time is right, give him a championship belt. That's just my honest opinion. Cole retaining Velveteen Dream. People say that what he was accused of didn't affect his push. I'm on the fence that says that it did. Mr. Dream just can't catch a break. He's still not the champion. I mean, what else is there for the Velveteen Dream to do? Does he go back after the North American Championship? What's he gonna do now? I feel that Velveteen Dream might get called up to the main roster. You know what I'm saying? Because what is there left for him to do? You know? Yeah, I can see that. Maybe Gargano can fight him. But, you know, what is there left for Dream to do? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, think think about that. Think about what's left for him in NXT. So I can see him going to um I can see him going to the main roster because there's nothing else for nothing NXT for him to do. Sucks to be Velveteen Dream, but hey, what that thing says, it is what it is. So we'll see what happens in um the near future about how this thing is going to go. Um, but yeah, I don't think Adam Cole needs to main roster. I think he's fine where he's at. Um, Gargano, oh man, Gargano, he'll be fine on the main roster. I hope, but you know, we'll see what happens. Um, but Dream, he might be the one that can, you know, be the most that can, um, benefit from being on the main roster. So, yeah. Welcome in, JPA. I forgot to share this video. I was supposed to do that, but I didn't share the video out. Give me a second. Let me share the video out in just a second. No, no, AEW Dark Picky. Oh my God. There's an AEW Dark as well. There's you talking about some Delzinski? No. Oh my goodness. God. Well, yeah, I know it was lacking because I was sharing the video out on not Instagram. I was sharing the video out on the the Discord. But hey, what's up, man? How you doing? But moving on, let's talk about Backlash. Specifically, I want to talk about guys. I want to talk about the greatest wrestling match ever. Better than anything we've seen in New Japan Pro Wrestling, better than anything you've seen in WWE history, better than anything we've seen in AEW, better than anything we've seen ever. Ric Flair don't got nothing on this match. The Undertaker don't got nothing on this match. Shawn Michaels got nothing on this match. Uh, Kazuchika Okada, who's him? Kenny Omega, who's him? They're not Edge and Randy Orton, the people that has the greatest wrestling match of all time ever. Who is him? I don't know those guys. I have no idea who they are. They're not Edge and Randy Orton. People actually believe that. People actually believe what I said. Legit. I seen comments on Twitter. Legit believing and saying that. Kaguchika Okada and Kenny Omega. Who is them? They don't have nothing on Randy Orton and Edge. I got comments. I've seen comments on Twitter. People believe that. Was this the greatest wrestling match ever? Absolutely not. There, I've seen better. Um, no, it was not the greatest wrestling match ever. It was not even the best match of 2020. You know what I'm saying? It was not the best match of 2020. But it was the best match on this show because Backlash sucked. Backlash sucked. I don't care. We're gonna. That's why I want Aaron and Picky to be in here because we can go back and forth on this conversation. Backlash sucked. It sucked. For real. For real. This show was trash. I mean, the only thing that saved this show was the greatest wrestling match ever. Legit. Legit. This was not the best show of 2020 for WWE. No, it didn't even beat WrestleMania. WrestleMania was better than this. And that is facts. Well, besides a few bad apples in WrestleMania, but WrestleMania was better than the show. Fact. Backlash was bad. And I'll tell you why it was bad. Nia Jax ruins everything that she touches. I wholeheartedly believe this. Nia Jax was the lowest point of the show. No, actually, she was not. No. The Raw Tag Team Championship match was the lowest point of the show. It was embarrassing. It was legit the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Why? Why? I asked this question of why. Okay. You know, guys, if you guys know me, I'm a fan of cinematic matches. I praise The Undertaker and AJ Styles. I still praise that match to this day. I praise that match up top of the bottom line. I had so much fun watching that. I love that match. I loved the Firefly Funhouse. Even though some people hate it, I loved it. I loved the Firefly Funhouse. But here's my thing. Hear me out. I'll tell you why Backlash sucked. Here's my thing. Look. Why did we get another cinematic matchup between the Viking Raiders and Street Profits? When are they going to have a legit tag team wrestling match? Yes, it was kind of funny. And yes, they had some funny moments in it. But I want to see tag team wrestling. When are we going to get actual tag team wrestling? Like, come on, man. Like, I want a match. I don't want cinematic matches with that. With nothing on the line. Legit. It was just comedy. It was comedy. Come on. I don't think tag teams should have cinematic matches. I feel that should just be for one-on-one matches and special matches like a Money in the Bank ladder match or something like that. In my honest opinion. That's just me. I feel that if you're a tag team, if you're fighting for the tag team championships, you should not have cinematic matches. You should be in the ring. That's just me. Maybe because I was sick and tired of seeing the segments, even though yes, they were entertaining. But I mean, there's a point where you gotta cut them off and have these guys in the ring. Yes, they do. I love tag teams. I feel like they're one of the most important parts of when you're building the show. You know what I'm saying? But there's got to be a certain cutoff to it. Like I'm glad it's almost over. You know, These guys have had some fun stuff. A basketball match. They played with Viking stuff. It's been really cool. But you guys, some of y'all don't watch wrestling every week like I do, or specifically WWE every week. I don't skip a week for the last 13 years. You know, me personally, I've gotten tired of it. I have gotten tired of the same old with the Viking Raiders and Street Profits. Just me. But, you know, I didn't like it. I wanted a tag team match, but, to each his own. This is your honest opinion. Nia Jax ruined that, and here's the other reason why Backlash sucked. Nia Jax was on the card. Of course, anything with Nia Jax on is gonna suck. Come on, man. Nia Jax and Asuka, a count out? What? Really? Really? A count out? Why? Why couldn't Asuka beat Nia Jax clean? Come on, man. This Nia Jax, I don't know why WWE is like, you know, pushing this Nia Jax agenda on us. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. Like, come on, man. I want Asuka to fight somebody else than Nia Jax. I legit got so scared. I thought that Nia Jax was going to walk out of Backlash with the Raw Women's Championship. I got scared. I got scared. Like, come on, man. Nia Jax. No offense to Nia Jax, because I have not done a single wrestling move in my life. I am not a wrestler. I wanted to be a wrestler, but I got into technology. I'm a tech nerd. I'm a tech nerd and I'm a YouTuber. That's all. No offense to her. I am a technology nerd. I've not done a single wrestling lock in my entire life. You know, none. But come on. You suck in the ring. You do. You do. You suck in the ring. Real wrestlers have said it that you suck in the ring. Just saying. Just saying. But my opinion don't matter because I'm not a wrestler. So I can't speak on you sucking in the ring. But you gotta work on your you gotta work on your in-ring work. You like legit hurting people inside this ring. And yes, I know accidents happen, but come on. Look at the footage. Look at what she's doing. She's hurting people inside the ring. You know? But that's just me. Nia Jax needs some work inside the ring. But the ending sucked of this match. A count out? Really? A count out. I guess you're making Nia Jax look strong, but what's the point? You know, are you going to give her the belt or not? You know, at this point, you're just delaying the inevitable. Just give her the title. If you really want her with the championship. I didn't like that. And everything else on Backlash was It was average. I mean, this was not the greatest show of all time. This was not the you know best show of the year. It was just average. Braun Strowman and The Miz and Morrison, I didn't like that at all. I hated that match. I didn't like it. It was eh. We knew Braun was going to retain, so I was just like, come on, just get it out the way. Hardy and Sheamus, their match was cool. I liked it. It did its thing. Cruz and Andrade was good. I wish it was on the main show, but hey, you know, to each his own. That was good on the pre-show. McIntyre and Lashley surprisingly was good. I actually liked that match. That was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. McIntyre and Lashley was good. I liked it. Can we get part 2, please? This time, McIntyre and Lashley do it, and we get a clear cut winner. Unlike Lana costing Lashley the match this time. I want a clear winner this time. You know. Yeah. If Oscar would have beat Nia Jax clean, I wouldn't have had a problem with the match. You know. That's just me. Well, and boss, to answer your question, if you give her the belt, I'm gonna complain about it. But I mean, it's better than just having countouts and DQ matches every match that she's in for a belt. Either she wins clean or she loses clean. That's just my opinion on it. Um, Bailey and Banks, Iconics, Bliss and Cross, they had a fun match, I guess. Their match wasn't bad. Um, but and Edge and Orton stole the show. But Backlash was just a decent show to me. It was decent. Not one of my favorites of the year, but decent. Was it better than Money in the Bank? Yes. Match wise, it was better than Money in the Bank. Everything on Money in the Bank, except the ladder match. But the ladder match is just a whole different thing. But yeah, this was better than Money in the Bank, match wise. Overall, match wise. Was it better than WrestleMania? It was better than what night? What night was it? Night two. Night two. It was better than, I guess, night two if you want to debate that, but not night one. Night one, no. Night one was better than Backlash. Just saying. I don't see it. I like night one more. That's just me. Um, but if we compare Backlash and Takeover in Your House, guys, again, I don't want to hold y'all long. I gotta say, personally, I'm gonna have to side with you guys on this one, the majority. Backlash was better than NXT Takeover in Your House. It was. I said it here first. For the first time in 2020, I thought a main roster pay per view. This is a first. Yes, yes. Your ears did not deceive you. Listen to me closely. This is a first. I've never ever put a takeover over anything. But in my honest opinion, Backlash was better than NXT Takeover in Your House. I said it. I said it. But y'all know me. I'm a takeover mark. I don't put takeovers over main roster shows. But NXT Takeover in Your House did not feel like a takeover. It just did not feel like a takeover. That's the only reason why I said that. I never put a takeover over a main roster show. Maybe the next one might be, I might change my mind. But Takeover in Your House, it was a fun show. Yes, it was. It was great. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like about it was the Dream and Cole match. I didn't like that match for some reason. It just felt off. But EO winning was amazing. I love that. Um, everything will take over in your house. You know, it was awesome, but it just did not feel like a takeover. Specifically, it didn't have a takeover crowd. What it was. It didn't feel like a takeover. That crowd, I told y'all the crowd makes a show. It did, but the crowd was not. It was okay, you know. The crowd was okay, but I don't know. Something just did not feel right about that takeover. I don't know what it was. It's something just did not feel right about it. But it was an amazing takeover. Yes, it was. But I feel like Backlash was just you know a little bit better. Not by that much. A little bit better. No. No, 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 no. You, you're talking about a Raw crowd? Raw crowds suck. You know, Raw just sucks in general. But no, no, man, no, no way. A pay-per-view crowd, you know, even the B-level pay-per-views are better with a crowd. Just simple. Takeovers are monumental with a crowd. Oh, don't mind me playing 2K20. I was working on something. But takeovers are monumental with a crowd. You know. But I just had to say that. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. Right. Depending on the situation and depending on the show. Like if WrestleMania 36 had a crowd and you gave me that show in front of a crowd, it would have been miles better than what it was. Period. You know? What? How am I a boomer? I love NXT. Boomers don't like NXT. Boomers don't watch NXT. WWE marks watch NXT. Boomers watch Raw and SmackDown out of habit. Not really. You can tell an NXT crowd from a main roster crowd. You know what I'm saying? The moment you say it makes no sense. Yeah, man. Wait. So we're saying that a main roster crowd is better than an NXT crowd? No way. A takeover crowd will blow a main roster crowd out of the water. He said, no. JPA said that no crowd wrestling, no crowd WWE is better than WWE with a crowd. That's what he said, and I told him I disagree. I feel that a crowd makes a show. That was my opinion. You know. Yeah, yes, you did. You said that WWE with no crowds is better than with it without a crowd. Okay, repeat what you said. Repeat what you said. That's what he said. And I told him I disagree, and then we talked about the difference that's the crowds. Yeah, it's not the best crowd. The best crowd of the year is WrestleMania because it's all a Mars. I said that no crowd is better than WWE's crowd right now. I like the quiet better than wrestlers faking. Okay, the crowd right now. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I thought you said the crowd in general because I was about to eat you alive. You know, because takeover crowds are the best crowds besides the WrestleMania crowd. The WrestleMania crowd and takeover crowds are the WWE's best crowds every year, unless it's like a special or Raw after Mania or something like that. You know, that's the only time when Raw is watchable with a crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's Raw after Mania because throughout the years they go to these towns that don't watch the show probably and don't keep up with the show and just have casual fans in the crowd and they're quiet. You can hear crickets in the arena. You know what I'm saying? But the crowd they have right now, it's terrible. It's bad. I don't like the crowd they have right now. I don't. I'm with him. I would love. I'd rather go back to empty arenas, to be honest. Well, some people just some people is just go to WWE shows because it's WWE. You know, casual fans are casual fans. You know, they go because it's WWE on it. I know people like that. I met a guy that go to WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania. They go and they say that they don't even keep up with the current product. I met somebody like that in 2018 when I went to WrestleMania. Somebody told me that they go to WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania and they don't watch anything for the rest of the year. That is, the, you know, well, because some crowds are so quiet that you can hear them walking sometimes. And this is in certain matches. I didn't say they had crickets there. No, I was just saying like it's just nothing that's in the crowd. You know, but like I said, casuals go because casuals they just love you know WWE, but they don't watch it all year. They're not a mark for it. They just watch the big shows. It's called a casual fan. Like I am a casual fan of AEW. I don't watch all the shows every week. I watch every 2 weeks, and I watch all of the pay-per-views. Not saying that now that's not mean I'm a mark. You know, um, I'm not a mark for it. I'm a casual AEW fan, and you can say I'm a WWE mark because I watch every week, and I watch all the pay-per-views. I even watch the network specials. Yes, I am. I'm a full on WWE mark. Just is how it is. I haven't missed a show in the last decade. So you know, even though I'm not as excited as even though 10-year-old me was more excited about Monday Night Raw because I didn't have social media and I didn't have the technology I had now, and I didn't watch the pay-per-views. That's why 10-year-old me was more excited about watching wrestling than 17-year-old me because obviously I'm older and I could watch the pay-per-views so I know what happened the night before. So my hype is not as big as it was 10 years ago, or when I was 10 years old, so 7 years ago. Um, no, 10-year-old me, I meant it correctly. I meant it correctly. But yeah, 10 years ago I was 7 years old. Yes, that is correct. But no, I meant 10-year-old me. Like when I was 10-year-old me. Because 10-year-old me did not have the access to watch WWE pay per view. So I was more excited to watch Raw and SmackDown than anybody else. I was because I didn't. Let's say Backlash happened um the night before, like it did yesterday, right? I If I was 10 years old, I would have been the hypest one of the most hypest people ever watching Backlash because I didn't have a social media device. I didn't have anything dealing with social media or anything dealing with the network or whatever. So I was more hyped than anybody else watching wrestling at that time period. It wasn't until I would say around like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years old was when I got the network around that age. And I knew what would happen the night before, so my hype wasn't that big, but I still watched. Right, right. From like 2010 to early 2014. Or from like 2008. I'm gonna say because I started watching anyway. From 2008 to early 2014, you couldn't tell me anything. I was glued on my TV every single week for WWE. I didn't miss a single Raw or SmackDown, and I stayed up the whole night too. You know, because I didn't have social media. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have an iPad. I have none of that at those time periods. So, well, except my iPad. I did have an iPad. I got this iPad in 2013. But that ain't the point. Still, it ain't no network. You know. Yeah. But like, I love SmackDown from 2008 to 2000. I'm gonna say 2012. 20 after 2012. I just kind of quit on SmackDown. I didn't like SmackDown. Up until like 2013 or like only like 2016. That's when I started my love for SmackDown started to come back because SmackDown in 2016 was on fire. You couldn't tell nobody nothing about SmackDown. SmackDown in 2016 was great. It was awesome, man. But like SmackDown currently it's getting better. It's good. It's watchable, but it's not better than when it was in 2016. Ooh, shoot, not me. Cause I started watching Raw when it was when Raw was 2 hours. I had a little thing. I watched Raw from seven from I usually had took a shower about like 5:30 6 o'clock. Made sure my homework was done. You know what I'm saying? I made sure my homework was done, and then 7 o'clock I was right there on Raw. I watched the entirety of Raw, went to bed. That was it. That was me. That was younger me because Raw was 2 hours, so it was easy. It was easier to digest. Now around like oh my god, when they first went to 3 hours, I stayed up for the 2 hours that I normally stay up and went straight to sleep after. I could never finish Raw. I could never finish Raw when they first went to 3 hours. I still can't to this day. But last night was the first time since I'm gonna say Raw reunion or yeah, since Raw reunion, last night was the first time I stayed up to watch the entirety of Raw. Since Raw reunion, that reunion episode, I think that was 2018 or something like that or something. You know, I forgot I forgot what year it was, but that was the first time I stayed up and watched the entirety of Raw last night. Last night's Raw flew by and it was really good. I enjoyed last night's Raw. Really, really good. I think that was the best Raw of 2020. I believe that for not without a doubt. That was the best Raw of 2020. It was good. It was so good. I love last night's Raw. I was able to do it at first, but man, I can't do it now. Now, when they went 3 hours previously, was only for special occasions. You know, but yep, I don't know how you did it, man. I don't know how you did it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could do the specials, like the Raw reunion shows. I can stay up for those because those have surprises, and obviously Raw after Mania. But I can't do anything like, oh my god, I can't do anything like now. I just can't. But like last night was the first time I actually stood up and I watched the show, and was thoroughly entertained for 3 hours. You know, problem is Raw's too long. Raw is real too long. Raw would have more viewers if they were 2 hours long, and that's facts. You know, because it is better than SmackDown. SmackDown is some weeks is just the worst wrestling program of the week. Yeah, like 2000, yeah, Raw Homecoming, that something like that. Yeah, in my honest opinion, they should just kept it 2 hours. But greedy USA Network wanted that third hour, and as long as WWE is with USA Network and they're contracted with USA Network for another 3 to 5 years, make me cry. Raw will be 3 hours long, and Raw will be sometimes you can't stay up and watch the entire thing. Unfortunately, you know, sad thing that we got to go through. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell y'all we got to get used to Monday Night Raw, um, on USA Network because it's not going anywhere. I'm I'm letting I'm letting y'all know now. Raw's not going anywhere. It's staying on USA Network. So whether you like it or not, this we're stuck with 3 hours of Raw. You know, but it right now, I gotta say, Raw and NXT are the best shows right now for WWE. You know, in my honest opinion. He said Barry Bear said he's ready for WWE main roster to get better. Yeah, you and me both. That's what I'm waiting on. I can't wait. Yeah, 2008 was when I got glued too. Um, yeah, 2005. They've been on USA at their lowest, one of their lowest points ever. They was on USA Network, so I know good and well USA is not dropping them. And as you can see, Raw is almost back to you know, Raw is almost back to 2 million viewers. They're close. They hit 1.9 million last week. This week they got 1.9 million viewers. So they're getting back to what they were doing, almost back to what they was doing um before this thing, all this stuff happened. So yeah, I agree. The USA Network's not dropping them. What do you think of the greatest match effort? Also, do you think WWE should overhype and pressure wrestlers to do better? Um, Greatest wrestling match ever was the best match on Backlash. Um, and do I think WWE should overhype and pressure wrestlers to do better? No, no. Wrestlers should be able to do better on their own. Um, I feel that you shouldn't script the wrestlers too much because if you script them too much and let them and let them beat themselves, you wouldn't have all the issues that we have with promos these days. You know, these promos feel way too scripted, way too scripted for my liking. I wish that they did not script promos the way that they script them now. They feel like feel like they sound like a robot. We make the joke, um, you know, on people make joke on social media and stuff like that, saying that Charlotte Flair sounds like a robot. She sounds like Robot Flair, because she's scripted way too much. Um, if you let the wrestlers be themselves, you don't have to overhype them or pressure them to be better because they will be better naturally. That's just my opinion. So I'm a no on both of those questions. But thank you for asking them. But yeah, but back to the USA Network thing. I don't think WWE Raw's gonna leave USA Network anytime soon. When that contract expires, USA gonna pay them billions of dollars to keep them back on. That's why I don't think they get pressure to do better. I think eh, to do better, they get reassured to follow everything to a T, which it doesn't allow them to do anything. That's the problem. They get complacent, and people in the higher ups and WWE tell them to do this and do that, and they follow everything and they do what they're told. That's a problem, and and it doesn't allow them to do anything else. So That's the issue that I have with it. You know, to answer that question. You know, and the overhype part, no, 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 no. If you promote somebody way too much, they're going to get stale. Oh, pressured. Okay, okay, pressured. Okay, got you. And the overhype part, you don't have to overhype them with a lot. You don't have to do all that. You know, you can just promote them and get their name out there, but don't overhype them too much where people are going to get tired of them and they haven't even debuted yet, or they haven't even seen anything of them. You know what I'm saying? So to answer that question, no, they should not do that neither. You know, yes, it was fun. It was the best match of Backlash, but not the greatest ever. We knew this from the start that this was not going to be the greatest wrestling match ever. It did when the match did what it needed to do. You know, they sent the fans home happy. They gave them nostalgia. That's all they need to do. You know, but WWE did not. If WWE would have just said that this was, you know, one of the last encounters of for Edge and Randy Orton and didn't call it the greatest wrestling match ever, um, it would have been miles better. You know, and people who hated it wouldn't have hated it. Oh shoot! I'm about to. My phone's about to. I got 10%. Oh, that's that's not good. That is not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. Right? JW has a point. I don't like when people say so and so can wrestle. Here's why they're so limited in their wrestling that it can be hard for people to do anything with it. You know. Yes, yes, you have a great point. Cause you know Vince McMahon is skeptical. He has certain rules that wrestlers have to follow. You know, they're WWE wrestlers, as we say, are watered down. You know, especially on the main roster. So you know, if you see a wrestling match in NXT and you compare it to the main roster, it's gonna be two completely different things because it's run by two different people. You know, that's why I say, okay, you know, we can use an example of that. In Nia Jax. Nia Jax was so much better in NXT than she was in on the main roster because she wasn't held down. She wasn't told that she couldn't do this, couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Certain moves were banned. You know, so she was much better in NXT than she was on the main roster. She was. You know, but I just think that Nia Jackson, I admit that she needs some work. She does, you know, because she does, you know, she has injured a lot of people, and I think she just needs to, you know, be a little bit more safe. Exactly. You can see all kind of stuff in other promotions, but when we get to WWE, certain moves are banned, and certain moves you can't see, you know, because they're scared, you know, to have wrestlers do them, you know. They're just real strict on them. I'm telling you, if Vince McMahon says next week that the wrestlers can do whatever they want inside the ring, all those wrestlers that y'all said can't wrestle or can't do this in the crowd with the crowd and stuff like that will be miles better than they are right now. Certain moves, I gotta say, should be banned. Yes, certain moves you gotta get rid of because certain moves are very dangerous. even when done right. But I mean, the Styles Clash. Why would you ban the Styles Clash when AJ Styles has been doing that for a long, long, long time? So that's my thing. Exactly. Exactly. You know, that's why Nakamura and Styles were trash at WrestleMania 34. You want to know why that match was trash? Because they wrestled a WWE match. If they would have wrestled similarly to how they did in New Japan Pro Wrestling, that match at WrestleMania 34 would have been the best match of the night. It would have blew everything out the water. Give them the same time and have them wrestle like they wrestle in New Japan. It would have been amazing. But they wrestled a WWE style match, and that's why people who were fans of them in New Japan Pro Wrestling, i.e., me, and people who were fans of AJ Styles in TNA, was really, really mad about it. I mean, it deserved the hype. If they would have just let them go, it would have been better. We, oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, because you know that if a wrestling move injures somebody, WWE is gonna have a panic attack because shareholders and stuff like that they're gonna get to him and saying that, oh my God, your company's unsafe, it's a bad work environment, so that's why Vince McMahon is skeptical on some moves. I know why he is, because some moves, that hurt people, he don't like them being done a lot. Yeah, I know he did, because I know Jericho snuck the Styles Clash in. If it wasn't for Jericho, the Styles Clash would have never been approved to be done, and we would have never gotten it on WWE television. Jericho snuck it in, and that's the reason why we got the Styles Clash today. So thank Jericho for that. Thank Jericho for a lot of stuff, because Jericho snuck a lot of moves in to make sure people can do it, and it was approved. We should thank Jericho a lot. Yes, I agree. Yes, Nia Jax, she needs some work. I agree with that. It's how you take it. It's basically the same way with most moves. It's how you take it. That's up the buckle bomb. You can take the buckle bomb perfectly, and it can still hurt, and it can still be really, really dangerous. If you take like the pedigree, the pedigree had to be modified because y'all remember. I'm pretty sure y'all don't remember this, but if you don't remember this, Triple H's pedigree, you literally got dropped on your head. Like, he threw you in the air and he dropped you on your head. Literally. It looked, oh my God, it looked so nasty. It did. The, oh my God, it looked so nasty. So he had to modify it where he interlocks the hands, and he puts your knees in between, and then he drops you. So it doesn't, look too bad. Wait, so how did the I mean, not Styles Clash. How did the pedigree get banned? Because he had to modify. I know he did, because it was WrestleMania was talking about it in one of his videos of how the pedigree got modified. It did. Well, it didn't get banned. It had to get modified because Triple H dropped him on his head. Oh, and he got dropped on his head. An underhook suplex. God dang! Oh my God! So Triple H, he was going for the pedigree, and the dude that he was fighting thought he was going for an underhook suplex. It looked like he was in suplex position, and he got dropped on his head. It looked it looked brutal. But for some reason, I think Vince McMahon seen that and said that, hey, we got to make sure the pedigree is a little bit more safer. And Triple H had modified the pedigree, and you know, yeah. So he made the recommendation to prevent the guy from jumping more than likely. So that's what he said. He just modified it to make sure you don't jump when you do it. He does the jumping for you. Yeah, the curse stone was banned, and then it came back, and then it was banned again. You know what I'm saying? The curse stone, when done right, is safe. It's a safe wrestling maneuver. That looks real good. You got to do it right. Yeah, yeah. You don't want a kid jumping that high with it. Oh my God, because a kid can do serious damage to themselves. So I'm kind of glad that he actually modified it, and he took that recommendation and actually fixed the pedigree. Because could you imagine a kid doing that and jumping that high in the air? It would have been bad, you know. So because kids, they even though it says don't try this at home, you know, I know some of y'all be doing some wrestling maneuvers. Um, so that can be, a reason too. So they still gonna try it. No, pedigree. Oh, no, I mean Curstone. Yeah, it was something about like Vince seen it and talking about something that it wasn't marketable to kids. He thought that the kids wouldn't. It looked bad for them to see or something like that. So he banned it or something like that because of how it was done. I don't know. So for some weird reason, he banned the pedigree. It was something weird. I know I don't. I mean, back in my day, we used to play WWE, in the house. I used to do sweet chin musics and pedigrees. You know, I did the curb stomp. You know, or I tried a modified version of it. To my cousin, he felt fine. You know, nothing was hurt or nothing like that. I've done AAs on my bed. I did all that. Sure. So they say don't try it at home. I still did some of it. But we kept it safe when we played around back in the day. I didn't really intentionally, you know, do all that stuff. Yep, partly because of concussions. Concussions has been a big deal in WWE the last decade. You know, so they're trying to avoid as much concussion lawsuits as possible. You know what I'm saying? Especially after what happened with CM Punk and all that stuff like that. So we gotta take that into consideration too. Concussions are a big deal. Neck injuries have been a big deal. You know, and the selling too. If you sell a move wrong, you're going to get hurt. It's just that simple. Well, yeah, I won't bring him up, but him too. Yep. Big deal was especially him. That's what made WWE change a lot of what they happened, because it was a media disaster when he did what he did. I think it changed the course of WWE forever when that happened. It changed a lot of people's move sets. It changed a lot of people's moves that was going to be allowed. You know what I'm saying? It started the wellness policy. He changed so much. I think that he also changed WWE going PG, because some people thought that it was too violent, and some people thought that it was that it caused people to do what he did. He changed so much. I think if that would have never happened, and he would never did what he did, WWE, I wouldn't say it would have been better off, because I think the wellness policy would have never happened. Um, yeah, but you know, I don't know. That's a good this topic to talk about. Will If that wouldn't have happened, will WWE still would have went PG? I don't think they would have. I think they would have stayed TV 14, and you would have seen more moves, and the wrestlers be a little bit more freely than they are now. Yeah, getting rid of the buckle bomb was a smart idea. That needed to go. In my honest opinion, the buckle bomb needed to go. Yeah, I want to actually talk about that. I want to talk about that. I might make a video on it. That's a good conversation. I want to talk about that. Talk about what would have happened. That's a good conversation right there. I do want to talk about it on Deshaun. Deshaun needs videos anyway, because I haven't posted on Deshaun yet. I've been trying to get this basketball video out for the last few days. He's never had a chance to do it. No, it's a it's an overall dangerous move. You know, he's hurt many wrestlers with it, and he's hurt himself trying to do that move. I feel that he shouldn't do that move anymore. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that move anymore. WWE was right to get rid of that move. I agree with them on that. Even when you do it correctly, you're risking injury. Yes, I agree. But yeah, this was a nice little conversation for like the last hour. We've been talking. Been a good little conversation. What time is it? 7 something. Okay, good. I gotta go do what I gotta go do. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But yeah, man. That's my thoughts on Backlash and Takeover in Your House. I don't think I got nothing else. We talked about Raw too. We talked about had a little conversation about this too. Um, but thank y'all so much for 1,450, I think, or something. I think we're at, you know, something. We reaching on a milestone today. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. On that big road to 1.5K, we're getting closer. Yeah, boy. Halfway to 2K. No, I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking about 2K games that made 2K20. Not them. I'm talking about 2K subs. Um, No, no, no. I'm on the road to 2K subs. Not NBA 2K neither. You know that makes that basketball game that sells more than WWE games and is better than WWE games about 75% of the time. Don't just. But, anyways, um, yeah, I'm gonna be posting a few videos this week. Universe mode, SmackDown's done. I just gotta edit. It's done. It's done all the way. I just gotta edit it. And send it to Lorenzo, and he'll do his thing, and you'll get that probably tomorrow. Um, you know, hopefully. um, but yeah, man, I got a lot of topics I haven't had time to talk about because work has been killing your boy. Working these 6 7 hours a day, then coming home doing content with other stuff. You know, it's it's a lot, so I have a lot of videos that I haven't recorded. I have a podcast that I still have been sitting on that I haven't had the time to do. I was been supposed to do a Train Talks podcast, but I haven't had time to do it. So I might. It was plus I've watched some of New Japan, and I'm gonna get my thoughts on it on the podcast. And I also got another podcast that I want to do. Um, that's gonna be a good conversation, to talk about. Um, you know, so I'm gonna talk about it in the podcast. I might do it tonight because I might not work on this, man. We'll see. I might not, but yeah. Um, we will be live. This is what I'm talking about. We will be live tomorrow for the final Fortnite stream on this channel. After tomorrow, starting from now on, there will be no more Fortnite on this channel. We will move Fortnite to the Bashing Gang channel, um, after it's created. We need to do that. Um, Fortnite will be on that channel, and I will officially have 3 channels. Exciting! Yay! 2 channels that I own myself, and 1 channel that is owned with a group. So exciting! But yeah, the Bashing Gang is going to be moving on to their own channel. We're going to have the final Fortnite stream on this channel will be tomorrow. The debut of chapter 2, season 3. We'll dive in there, have some fun on that Wednesday night, or Wednesday evening, you know, and chill out and play some games for y'all. Um, so worst case scenario, if SmackDown don't come out tomorrow, which I think it will, it should. But if it doesn't come out tomorrow, you will definitely see it Thursday, and you will get a Fortnite stream on Wednesday. Um, but yeah, like I said on Twitter, my plan is to get SmackDown NXT out this week. I am working on getting commentary done. People are doing stuff for Mania. They're ahead of me. I need to start working on the kickoff, getting all of that done. I need to start working on my matches because I haven't did none of my matches yet, and the shows, you know, and I got 2 weeks to build up, so that's kind of concerning. So I need to start working on my matches, getting my matches done, and getting matches done for people to commentate. So, but Mania is in full force, and we're working on that bit piece by piece by piece. I got 3 matches left for Takeover Las Vegas. That's almost done. Um, Look, thankfully, I don't have that much to do with that show because it's almost done already, and everything is just coming in place and everything is doing its thing, man. So I'm pretty excited about everything that's going on right now. Probably the best month I've had in this pandemic. You know, June has been really good. I've had been the happiest I've been in a long time. In June, you know, I mean, Flight Reacts was right. Everything will be better in June. He's right. He's right. He ain't lying. He is not lying on that, man. June has been really good. I hold down now. July, oh my God. Oh, July's typically are the worst month of the year for me. July hates me. So we got through June, or we almost got through June good. But July hates me every single year, especially July 26th. That day. Every single year in July. It hates me. It does. I can't catch a break in July. I can't.
July can't. It don't like me. So I'm hoping that we have a smooth July this year. Because last year, July was a disaster. It was. It was a disaster. We had the worst pay per view in Universe Mode history in July. We had I had relationship problems in July. I had personal issues in July. It was bad. It was bad, man. I'm telling you, July does not like me at all. I don't know what it is in July, but I have arguments in July. I make people mad in July. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I hope, I hope that July is better um this month, next month. I hope. Seems like it's gonna be a good month. I hope. I hope. Anyways, that's my little rant. If I missed anything, I'll just announce it on Twitter or whatever. I'll see you guys in my next video. I might do a little watch party with the gang tonight, if they feel like doing one. Or I'm going to just sit down and listen to my music and work on stuff. And enjoy the rest of my night. And wash my head. But yeah. I've been your host, Coach Train. Like this video, subscribe down below if you're new. Join the Phenomenal Crew. Join our Discord. If you need a Discord link, follow me on Twitter at ColdTrain2017. Follow me on Instagram at ColdTrain2018. Follow the Snapchat if you want to get exclusive things and listen and watch my memes that people claim are funny. You can follow my Snapchat at ColdTrain2017. You can follow the what else I have? I think it's on my app. Coach subscribe to the YouTube channel. All you gotta do is just hit that red button. You know, that little solid red button right there. Subscribe there. If you want to subscribe to the Sean Train Productions, you can also go swing over there and hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 50 subscribers. Shout outs to y'all already almost to 50. That's amazing right there, man. It's such amazingness. We're almost to 50 subs already. So I appreciate you guys on that one. So go subscribe if you haven't already to the Sean Train Productions if you want to. And just thank y'all for everything, man. Follow the socials. Do what you got to do there. Go subscribe to my editors and graphic designers. Yeah. Yeah, go do that. You know, they make everything right. Shout out to Lorenzo for this amazing thumbnail that he made. Appreciate him, making this amazing thumbnail. Without him, these reviews would just have a meme or something on it. But he actually makes it click worthy, and I appreciate him for that one. And shout outs to all of you, man, for taking the time and watching this video and leaving your comments and us having a great discussion like we did, because this was a great discussion. I enjoyed it. But thank y'all for everything. I've been your host, Cold Train. Remember to be glorious at everything you do. And be phenomenal or be forgotten. Not just saying, it's a way of life. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I might stream like this again this week. Just stay tuned for everything, and I'll just follow the social medias, and I'll let you know. But thank y'all, and I'm out of here, man.